Hey everybody. I decided today that I wanted to do a quick run through on my EDC bag, which is a Hazard4 Diagonal Defense Courier. If you're not familiar with Hazard4, they aren't as well known as, say, Maxpedition or 511, but I've been pretty impressed with the quality of this bag, and there's really hardly anything on it on the internet, so I wanted to make sure that there was a little bit of information regarding this bag on YouTube. Because I think there's only one video on YouTube and it's in French, so that doesn't help a lot of people that don't speak French, such as myself. Anyway, this bag is almost identical to the regular Defense Courier, except that it's got this big backpack-style strap that is hard attached up here. It doesn't clip off, it doesn't come off, and it comes across your chest. So it starts up at your right or at your left shoulder and comes across, and you wear the bag diagonally across your back, hence Diagonal Defense Courier. Now this strap does have it's got a nice thick padding on it with lots of air mesh. It's pretty comfortable to carry, even with heavy loads. There's a nice thick webbing strap that runs down the middle and molly webbing. And it does come with a clip strap that comes across from this main webbing back to, you can see here, it's got the sort of these D-rings, and it's got a quick release clip that comes across, and you can wear that and keep it stable if you're on a bicycle or on a motorcycle. Like I said, I actually ride a motorcycle into work sometimes, so it's kind of nice to have that extra stability. There is a quick release buckle on here, and you'll see the front. This is the same buckle style as the front, and I'm not crazy about it. Some people, it's kind of a love it or hate it thing. You can see it's locking, so when it's up in the up position, it is, you can squeeze these and it pops out, or you can push the clip down and it does not. You can press hard on that and it doesn't unlatch. And then you can, one thing that's nice is that you can see I've got this rolled up. It comes with the Velcro strip that'll keep it rolled up, which is kind of handy. Because on a bag like this, you don't want that strap to be too long. You want to make sure that it's cinched up nice and tight around your chest, otherwise it'll kind of flop around. On the top of the bag is the main grab handle for carrying it like a briefcase. A little bit more molly webbing here. And then on the side, there is a second grab handle, which is really nice because you can grab that and say if it's in your back seat of your car or something like that, it's pretty handy to have that second grab handle to get it out. There are small pockets on either side. These are not big enough for a water bottle or anything like that. If you've got small sunglasses, they'll fit in there. I've got a Phoenix PD32 Ultimate Edition that I keep in there as a secondary light. And then, like I said, you've got the second strap over on this, or the second pocket over on this side. There's molly webbing on it, so if you want to put on a water bottle holder or something like that, you can do that. Moving around to the front, there is hook and loop or Velcro covers here. One thing that's kind of an annoyance to me is this Hazard4 logo doesn't come off. This is actually sewn on. So if you're planning on putting morale patches or anything like that on it, just be aware that it doesn't, I mean, there's plenty of room for them on either side, but if you were trying to stick something right on the middle, it's really not going to work too hot. Again, you've got these quick release, or these locking buttons or clips for the main cover. You got two of those, obviously. One thing I'm not crazy about with these is that when you do open them, when you do undo them, they don't slide in as easily as I think they really should. They're kind of a pain. If, like, obviously I'm holding my phone with one hand and trying to do it with the other hand. It's doable. It's just not, I don't think it works well. I don't hate them, but they're not, I'd like to see some way for these to go up in there and fit in smoother. Now, there is a strap up here at the top, which gives you access to the main compartment if you want that. So really, I almost never unbuckle these. It's really only if I'm sticking something big in. It's really just if you are, like I said, trying to load it, or if you're trying to access the front panel with the molly webbing and stuff there. On the top cover, there is a big slash pocket, so you can put in, I've got some cough drops, I've got some mechanics gloves in there that I keep handy. Sorry about that. And then on the back side, there's a map compartment, so you can put documents and stuff in there if you need to get access to those, because you can reach in, again, through this slash pocket straight down into there and grab those without digging around in the main pocket. Now, again, this front panel, there's lots of MOLLE webbing on there. I've got some of these quick clips on there. And then I've got a CRKT Sting fixed blade that I've got MOLLE webbed in there. I've got some Grimlocks and some other stuff that I just kind of stuck on there for the time being. Behind this panel is the admin pouch, which, again, some of the stuff trying to do it one-handed is a bit of a headache. Sorry about that. In here, you've got pen pouches and pockets for various small things. There's only one pocket that closes, and it's this one here. I've got a pair of contacts in there and some matches and some little stuff that I don't want floating around. So that's something to just consider. I'm not crazy about the fact that there's only the one Velcro pouch. I'd like to see a little bit more stuff that can close, because I like to have some of my smaller stuff in here. I also have this is a pretty handy thing. If you don't have one of these, they're really useful. It's basically a rechargeable battery that lets you charge your cell phone and stuff like that. So I've got that in case of emergencies. And my checkbook, I've got extra batteries down in here, some 18650s for for the PD32 should I need those. So that's kind of what I've got going on for the admin pouch. Now for the main compartment, you can see it's got this rucksack sort of style drawstring around the top, which is pretty useful. It keeps dust and dirt and water out, because this is not actually waterproof. It's water resistant, I guess, but it's not really waterproof. So it's just something to keep in mind. I believe you can spray them down and get some extra resistance in there. But one of the nice things is that when you do have this cinched down, it covers the content. So I will carry my my Beretta PX4 Storm in there, and that is the Hazard4. I don't remember exactly what the name of their sort of universal holster is, but that's what that is. It will fit pretty much any gun. It's got the quick release button in there. Get that Shema out of the way so you can see more of what's going on. Now, like I said, you can, with this cinched down, it will really kind of keep people from seeing what's in your bag, which is kind of nice. Like I said, especially if you've got a weapon or something like that you don't want everybody to see. One thing that's nice is you've got the big main compartment that'll hold a lot of stuff, a lot of bigger items, and then you've got these pockets around the edges. I've got first aid kit in here. I've got an emergency poncho, and then my second magazine is in there as well. Maxpedition EDC pouch in one that's got some tools and various additional stuff that I like to have with me in there. And then an emergency towel in case, like I said, I ride in on my motorcycle to work sometimes, and it's kind of handy to have something in case it's a little rainy. Now I do carry my my holster with me, my inside waistband. It's an MTAC Minotaur holster, which is a really, really great piece, and I do recommend that holster quite a bit. And so really, I carry my firearm in here when I can't carry it on my person. Obviously, on your person is a better way to do it, but sometimes your situation doesn't allow for that. There is a full laptop sleeve, and this does hold up to, I believe, a 15-inch laptop. I've got a 15-inch, and it does fit. Mostly what I carry in here is an Asus Transformer Prime, which is a 10-inch Android tablet with a laptop-style dock. So I keep that in there, and that's a good place for it. One of the nice things is this is really heavily padded. You can't really tell too well from the video, but it's really nicely padded, and this fabric is actually kind of grippy. So like something like I said, something like the Transformer Prime here, which is a lot smaller than the actual compartment, doesn't slide around. It doesn't. It's pretty secure in there. It doesn't move, which is a nice thing to have. And then it's got the tie-down strap. overall, I'm really happy with this. There's a couple of things I'm not crazy about. Like I said, the buckles on the front, I don't really care for those too much, but I don't hate them. They're workable. They're just not ideal. But it is really comfortable, and I do really enjoy the bag overall. These are available. I think they run typically about 150, 160 bucks, something like that. And I'd say they're well worth it. It's a well-made bag. So far, I haven't had any issues with it. It's really just a nice, comfortable, all, you know, everyday carry style bag. It's a little bit on the, you know, tactical style. It's got the molly webbing, but it's not so overt like some of the Maxpedition stuff that just screams, I've got a gun in here. So that's something to, that's nice about it that I like. It is rugged. It's got a nice heavy Cordura fabric around the main shell, and then it's got, I'm not entirely sure what this is. I think some sort of a polyester cover, which is on the front, which I'm not sure how well that's going to hold up. I haven't been carrying it long enough to see any real wear on it, but like I said, so far for 4 or 5 months, it hasn't really picked up any big scratches or gouges, which is nice. There's a few little scuffs from probably tossing it in my car, stuff like that, but overall, it's not. It's held up well and hasn't really shown any significant signs of wear. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. If I were to rate it, I'd give it like an 8.5 out of 10. If they could get these buckles somewhere where they could be easily closed and clasped, I would probably bump it up to a 9.5 by 10 or out of 10. But really those are my biggest gripe. And then the admin pouch, if they had some more storage in there, that'd probably get me up to a 10. But otherwise, it's really comfortable. And even when you do have it packed down, with this nice thick strap, it really carries a lot of gear really comfortably. So I do recommend it, and hope this has helped some of you guys out. If you have any questions or any comments on it, let me know, and I'd be happy to do what I can to answer your questions. Anyway, like I said, if you have anything that I didn't cover that you'd like to see covered, let me know, and I will see you next time. Thanks.